We just hosted a show in Toronto, and I'm excited to tell you guys a little bit about how it went. I enjoyed my stay while I was in Toronto. Toronto is a beautiful city. I did my little dancey dance in the hotel room. That's what I do. This video is a little bit more of a self-reflection on what it was like to tour out there in Toronto than it is a teaching lesson about communication. We also went to the restaurant in Toronto that Kendrick Lamar mentions in the song Euphoria, New Ho King, and we had the Kendrick Lamar special, Chef's Kiss, delicious food. Now, what's my review of Toronto after going there and then hosting a show in a Drake-owned venue called History? I've traveled almost all around the country doing our shows, and I've done a little bit international as well. Toronto, all in all, I'll give the experience probably like an 8.3 out of 10. The city is interesting. I think the ultimate lesson I take away from doing my first sold out show in Toronto was how to really focus on the gratitude aspect of taking in all that I'm experiencing while I'm at these shows. This was one of the first times that I went into a show with the intent of just exploring, meeting new people, and seeing what the culture of the place that I'm at. So while I'm in Toronto, it was nice to see people enjoying and embracing this R&B music, meeting other people that were in self-development when I went to the gym and stuff like that. And it was just really cool to see that even though we're in a completely different country, a lot of these people are very much just like us. They have the same appreciations for things like us, and they want to improve themselves just like I do. The lesson I want you to take away from me making this video is Toronto is pretty. Go out of your way to be curious, because that was one of the biggest things that I was doing while I was in Toronto. I was asking them about their history, their architecture. I was asking them about what is being in Toronto. And this is why I go back to saying that it's important that if you want to go enjoy your time in Toronto, I highly suggest that you get in touch with some locals that are from there that can tell you a little bit more about what you can experience out there. But like I said, biggest lessons here, be curious about new environments and don't bring old feelings into new environments. You want to go in with a fresh mind and hope to see what you can learn in these experiences. Again, practice gratitude for all the experiences you go into, whether it's work, whether it's something personal, or whether it's you just having another day when you wake up. So as I keep trying to improve and tell my story, it's important that I reflect and I'm able to also smell the roses and find ways to smile and laugh about the things that I'm experiencing, because that in itself is growth as well. Not everything has to be a super serious, this is what I learned, this is what you have to do in life, ooh. I think if you only focus on doing life like that, you miss out on the part of life that makes you, you. And you know that my goal here is to tell my story, to help you better tell your story, so that way we can make history. And even though this story about Toronto isn't necessarily the most educational one, I want you to understand that it's important to try to learn in everything that you do, and in everything that you do, practice gratitude. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Apex Laurent, and I'll see you next time for another video on how to self-improve through the communication you have with yourself. And this is what we do.